Welcome to the first set of the FnF Victory Road Draft League Season 2 playoffs. I'm Lionhugs from Florida Flesh Ribbons, and I'll be commentating this winner's bracket quarterfinal set, featuring Noel's team, Sun and Friendly, versus Startoad's team, Detroit Deinos. Remember that this is a best of 3 set, so the first trainer to win 2 battles will advance in the bracket, while the other moves to lose bracket. In this first battle, the Mega Pokemon available is Mega Gardevoir on Detroit Deinos. The Z Pokemon available are Arcanine with Z Any privilege on Noel's team, and Salamence with Z Any, as well as Heatran with Z Attack on Startoad's team. So before we get started, I'd like to get to some quick initial thoughts. Well, first of all, I'm sure you can notice on Noel's side we have quite a lot of mostly physical Pokemon this time around, especially ones that could benefit from a sand weather effect. So obviously Gigalith can set it, Excadrill benefits from that special defense boost, so can Togedemaru, which I believe this might be one of the few, I don't know if it's the first, it's one of the few times Togedemaru has ever been out on the field. And obviously you have Klefki, an old favorite. So about 4 of the Pokemon on Noel's team can really benefit from that Sandstorm. Special defense boost, especially to defend against Heatran. So Startoad's going to watch out for that synergy, but I'm just wondering if Startoad maybe thought ahead of that and might want to maybe bring Hail or some other kind of weather effect to nullify that sand boost. And just looking on Startoad's side, we don't really see too many water types or too many grass types, or any actually, so that might not even really matter all too much, other than just the general chip damage. Seems that the only Pokemon that could withstand Sandstorm reasonably well would probably be Mamoswine and Heatran. But even so, Startoad does have that advantage with Heatran, where once the Sandstorm is out, it could potentially take out Togedemaru and Klefki. So it looks like this is going to be a sort of a battle over the weather terrain, I suppose. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is obviously a replay, so we'll be experiencing this together. Out comes Promise to Mesprit. I was actually going to say maybe Gigalith would be open first. But oh, out comes Alchemy, the Salamence. Nice Intimidate on Mesprit, but it doesn't really need it. However, it does set up that Dragon Dance. And Promise obviously uses that U-turn to get out of dodge. Assuming we're gonna see... Oh, okay, we're gonna see Klefki. Ooh, on a Thunder Wave. There we go. That's going to go ahead and paralyze Alchemy. And that Fire Blast only does about 40% damage. It is super effective though, so it doesn't want to stay out. So Noel does send out Promise again. So you take what I'm assuming would have been another Fire Blast, but since Alchemy is paralyzed, it couldn't move. Out comes Alchemy Heart, the Gardevoir, allowing Mesprit to set up Stealth Rock. Okay. That'll slowly chip away Startoad's team until they could potentially defog. And a Hyper Voice, after a Mega Evolution, does about 57% damage on Promise. Promise U-turns to get after as well. Pretty decent damage actually, about 32%. And perfectly sets up for Everlast to Gigalith, so looks like Gardevoir's special attacks won't be doing too much. But we'll see. Ooh, and that Focus Blast missed. And a critical hit from that Stone Edge takes out Alchemy Heart. I wonder what Pokemon's gonna come out next. My guess is on maybe Mamoswine to benefit from that. Oh no, Alchemy instead comes out. And is holding a balloon so it can avoid any kind of ground attacks for the moment. That Flash Cannon though still does really good damage up on the Sandstorm, about 67%. However, Noel counters with the Stone Edge, which also hits, popping that air balloon and making Alchemy now vulnerable to ground attacks. Alchemy will outspeed though, so this might be a good chance for Noel to switch. did they do? Out to Arcanine, and an Intimidate Arcanine. Fire Pup. Lowers Alchemy's attacks, so... Oh, it wouldn't have mattered, though, with the Earth Power. And that Sandstorm is going to chip away at Fire Pup. After that Earth Power, it is really down. Ooh, Morning Sun. I don't think that was the best move. But, oh! Alchemy uses Stealth Rock instead. Probably expecting Noel to switch out. Never mind. Maybe that was a good move. But yeah, the Sandstorm has obviously hampered Morning Sun's effects. So I would assume Noel would switch out, but instead we see Starto switching out to Alchemy, the Salamence this time. And countering with that, Intimidate. Wild Charge goes into effect, however, only does about 31% damage, and Fire Pup is now down thanks to Sandstorm. I wonder if Arcanine was just trying to chip away, just to maybe bring in Killing Range for another Pokemon. Oh, and out comes Keyheart. So if Alchemy tries to use Fire Blast, it wouldn't really do much. Oh, out comes Alchemy Ellipses, the Mamoswine. There goes the Defog, taking away the Stealth Rock on both sides. However, Sandstorm is still in effect. And out goes Spikes, classic move from Keyheart. That knockoff takes away the Shed Shell. However, it isn't very effective, only does about 32% damage. Out comes Crobat, Alchemy in quotation marks. This is a very pastry-themed Pokemon team. And out goes Flash Cannon, only does about 27% damage though, and it is Alchemy, or quote-unquote Alchemy, is comfortable taking that Flash Cannon. Noel does instead switch out to Togedemaru, Broly the Togedemaru. And out goes Defog, so away goes some Spikes. And it heals up a little bit thanks to Black Sludge. Oh. Okay. U-turn pops Broly's balloon and allows Heatran to come out. I wonder what Broly will do to respond. Oh, also a U-turn. Makes sense. Looks like Noel's maybe trying to draw Heatran. Out comes Amelie, the Excadrill. Of course, Starto tries to preserve Heatran's survivability. Out comes Salamence with the Earthquake. And, out comes Salamence with the Intimidate. Noel counters with Earthquake, however, since Salamence can fly, it doesn't really matter. We are now back to Promise. I wonder how Promise is going to respond. Most likely going to expect another U-turn. That Paralysis is really hurting Starto. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they have a Cleric on their team unless that was Gardevoir. And Promise actually has Levitate, so it is also immune to Earthquake. There goes that U-turn after Promise sets up Stealth Rock once again. Noel's playing very defensive, very patient. Looks like both sides, to be honest. The score is still 5-5. We're about 19 turns in. Alchemy, exclamation point, has used both Sword Stance and now Fly, probably to avoid any kind of potential chip damage and hopefully to beat back that Paralysis. It avoids Flash Cannon, but now Noel has the chance to... Oh, instead of choosing to switch, Noel sets up Spikes once again. Sense, it looks like Noel was just trying to get one last bit of chip damage for the rest of Startoad's team. As long as Crobat does not get another chance to defog, that will really harass pretty much everybody that's not Salamence. Now comes Alchemy Ellipses. And, ooh, what? The Iron Head from Rolly takes it out completely. Goes to show you probably shouldn't underestimate the cute Pokemon. As somebody who's watched Recent last time, I highly approve. out comes Alchemy Dot. Taken out by Zingzap. Granted, he didn't have too much health anyway, thanks to Stealth Rock plus the spike damage. Looks like Noel's trying to set the kill conditions for Togedemaru of all Pokemon. And out comes Alchemy, the Meowstic. And there's a Heal Bell. That's the first time. It looks like either Startoad just couldn't set up Alchemy beforehand. However, Rolly uses the Nuzzle. This forces Alchemy to the speed move lower. I'm sorry, does it have Prankster? It uses a Reflect and sets it up first. Out goes Zingzap, doing about 22% damage. Out comes quote-unquote Alchemy, comfortably behind a Reflect barrier. Only taking about a little bit of damage thanks to U-turn and Stealth Rock. However, out comes Elf Everlast with that Sandstream. I don't think there's too much Alchemy can do here except the Defog. But will it want to stay and take in the Stone Edge? It looks like that's what it does. There goes the Defog. How will Noel respond? Indeed, there goes a Stone Edge. Super effective, 57% damage. And down goes Alchemy, or quote-unquote Alchemy. The score is now 4-2 in Noel's favor. Out comes Alchemy, the Salamence, using Intimidate on Everlast. And there goes the first Z move of the game. Supersonic Sky Strike. Ooh, only 31% damage. Barely hung on. And there goes Explosion. Wow. So it looks like both Pokemon are obviously going to go down. The score is now 3-1 in Noel's favor. Really tough for Meowstic to go ahead and pull through, but don't count it out yet. Out comes Alchemy, the Meowstic, and Amelie, the Excadrill. Ooh, looks like Startoad tried to use Reflect, but it failed since Reflect is still up. Fortunately. Iron Head will still do massive damage, about 35%. And thanks to that chip damage from Sandstorm, this is it. Alchemy is down to 1% damage. 1% health. Startoad responds with Light Screen. It looks like Alchemy was the support Pokemon for this matchup, so not sure what else it could have done. It goes down to Iron Head, and that ends the first match of this set. That is a score of 3-0 in Noel's favor. Wow, that was pretty something. For whatever. I mean, I don't think it's out of the question to expect Excadrill to have been the main Pokemon for this match, but it seems like Noel's trying to do everything to set up Togedemaru of all Pokemon. Maybe this is just me, not too familiar with Togedemaru, but that was the absolute last thing I was expecting. Really gave Startoad a lot of trouble, not really allowing a proper opportunity to give Startoad a break, honestly. Startoad never got to set up those dual screens until towards the end of the match. Very difficult to set up Defog, given all the heavy hitters who potentially would have rock moves or electric moves to counter Crobat's Defog. All in all, just very impressive. But that ends my closing thoughts. I want to go ahead and get to the next match. So thank you all for tuning in. Like I said before, this was just the first battle of the set, so there will be at least one more battle. Stay tuned and check out that battle very shortly. Once again, I am Linehugs from Florida Flesh Ribbons. Thanks and see y'all later.